99% of Clash Royale players have not hit 15,000 trophies. So today I will be revealing to you the best 15 decks to take you all the way there. Stick around till the end so you don't miss the best ones. Number 15 is going to be Royal Recruits. Royal Recruits are great for pushing because they are so easy to play. All you need to do is drop your recruits at the back, split the hogs in the middle and use the flying machine to snipe defenses. It's such an easy play to make and opponents can't defend it because there are too many units. This deck also has some great defense. The recruits, cage and zappies are all great defensive cards and they allow for big counter pushes. Play passive in single elixir and try and cycle to your evolutions. When it hits double, place your recruits at the back. Then follow up with your hogs and flying machine and have your spells ready for any defenses. The split lane pressure will be too much and you will take towers. Number 14 is Miner Mortar Bait. This is an extremely fast-paced deck that's all about constant pressure and chip damage. The great thing is you have so many cards to bait the arrows and log the skeleton army, dark goblin and minions can all bait spells and they pair very well with the skeleton king. For offense, keep pressuring with the miner and mortar to get chip damage. For defense, you have the mortar, cannon cart, and your swarm units, which will make it nearly impossible for anyone to break through. It's such a fun deck to play, and it's great for pushing trophies. Number 13 is Boss Bandit Bridge Spam. This deck is very aggressive, but fun to play. The evolved Snowball is great at getting the Ram Rider and other units to the tower. Your main threat on offense is the Boss Bandit, but other cards like the Ram Rider and guards can also apply a lot of pressure. The evolved Executioner is arguably the best defensive unit in the game. He does more damage and he knocks things back, making it super solid. You also have the Furnace and guards to also provide cheap defense. Don't play too aggressive in single elixir, but feel free to spam in double. The Boss Bandit, Ram Rider and Furnace are all great bridger spam cards, so pressure with them on both sides. You also have the Vines to freeze defenses, making it even more toxic. Number 12 is Classic Miner Loon Cycle. This deck takes a lot of skill, but you can outplay any matchup. To get tower damage, you need to make good predictions. Use the miner or ice golem to tank while the balloon gets on the tower. You can also use the miner to pick out defenses or buildings, allowing a clear path to the balloon. Since this deck doesn't have any big units, you need to play good defense. The bomb tower and musketeer are your best damages dealers, so use them to chip units down while your ice golem and skeletons tank. It may be hard to break through at first, but in the late game, outcycle your opponent's counters to your balloon, and you will eventually break through. Number 11 is going to be Lava Hound. This is a very aggressive deck that relies on the Lava Hound balloon combo to get damage. The Lava Hound tanks while the balloon and supporting units get on the tower. The evolved Valkyrie is one of the best defensive cards in the game, and when you pair her with a Tombstone and Baby Dragon, you have an unbreakable defense. Play passive in single elixir, but when it hits double, place the Lava Hound at the back to start a push, then place your balloon, Mega Minion and Baby Dragon to support. Always have your spells ready to counter defenses. The only drawback is that sometimes you can get trapped in an awkward cycle, which could cost you some damage, but otherwise it's very strong. Moving into the top 10 with Graveyard Freeze. This is a deck that's been getting very popular recently, and it's easy to see why. The Graveyard Freeze combo is guaranteed to get damage every time, no matter how much the opponent spends. The Graveyard's RNG factor makes it unpredictable and hard to deal with. For defense, you have some of the best defensive cards in the game. The Bowler, Valkyrie, Ice Wizard, Inferno Dragon and Tornado are such great defensive cards, and you will defend literally anything. This deck is all about defending first, then counter pushing with the Graveyard. Make sure to tank it with a Bowler or Valkyrie and freeze any defenses for guaranteed damage. Number 9 is Royal Hogs Lightning. This is a great control deck that can be devastating if played right. The Lightning pairs very well with the Hogs because it deletes any buildings and defenses. The Ghost can also apply cheap pressure to force more elixir out. When defending, you have the Goblin Hut and Ghost to deal damage, while the Ice Wizard slows troops down. This deck features the Skeletons and Electro Spirit, which offer cheap defense and they make your cycle quicker. The aim with this deck is to outcycle your opponent's buildings. If not, you can always use the Lightning. This is a great control deck, so definitely give it a try. Before we move on, please make sure to like and subscribe to the video. I will also be doing a Diamond Pass giveaway next season, so if you want a chance to win a free Diamond Pass, join my Discord server. Number 8 is going to be Miner Poison. A lot of the best Miner Poison decks got nerfed, so this is the best variation for this season. Keep chipping away at the opponent's tower with the Miner, Wall Breakers and Poison. The Mighty Miner is such a great defensive card, and he deals with all the big tanks in mid-ladder. The minions, skeletons and barbarian barrel are great for dealing with smaller units, and they make your cycle quicker. The evolved cannon is one of the best defensive cards in the game. The bomb can be used to knock things back or just to deal damage. Always keep your Mighty Miner in cycle to deal with any pushes that you may face. Number 7 is going to be Pekka Bridge Spam. This is an aggressive deck that can basically deal with anything in mid-ladder. The Ram Rider, Bandit and Electro Wizard can all apply good pressure, but don't overcommit with them, otherwise you will get punished. Instead, let your opponent make the first move and then counter push with your remaining units. In single elixir, play passive, but when it hits double, place your Pekka at the back. If your opponent tries to punish you on the other side, you can defend cheaply with Bandit and Baby Dragon. Then support your Pekka with a Baby Dragon, and Ram Rider make sure to have your Lightning and Snowball for any defenses. It's a near unstoppable push and you will take towers. Number 6 is going to be Hog Rider Earthquake. This deck is so good because the Hog Rider is the most consistent win condition in Clash Royale. Keep pushing with the Hog Rider and Earthquake to get consistent damage, and use the Firecracker at the bridge to get chip damage. The Evo Tesla is one of the best defensive units in the game, and the fact that it's a common makes it even better. The defensive lineup of Might Miner, Firecracker, Skeletons and Ice Spirit is so strong, and you can outplay any matchup. In the late game, keep pushing with your Hog Rider and Earthquake and you will eventually break through. Number 5 is Royal Hogs Giant Skeleton. This deck was very strong before, but it's even stronger now with the Royal Hogs evolution. This deck could be ranked higher because it's a control, bridge spam and beatdown deck all in one for defense. You have the Zappies, Fisherman Guards and Royal Ghost to defend cheaply and to control the game. Use the Fisherman to pull win conditions away from your towers and to pull defenses away from your pushes. The Giant Skeleton is your only big unit, so save him for tanks. In double elixir, drop the Giant Skeleton at the back to build a big push. Then follow up with the Hogs, Royal Ghost and the Fisherman to snipe defenses. Make sure to split the pressure up and the opponent won't be able to deal with it. Number 4 is 3 Musketeers. Ever since their rework, the 3 Musketeers have been thriving, and this is the best deck for them. This is a deck that relies on overwhelming your opponent in the late game with constant spam. The evolved Hogs and Ghost provide great offensive pressure and to deal damage. This deck is also solid defensively as well. Both the Hunter and 3 Musketeers deal high damage, so use the Ice Golem to tank hits while your damage dealers deal the damage. In the late game, keep pushing with your Musketeers, Hog and Royale Ghost. Make sure not to clump everything together, otherwise your opponents will get spell value. It's a new and exiting deck to the meta and great for pushing trophies. Number 3 is going to be Royal Giant Monk. This deck has great outplay potential because the Fisherman can pull units away from the RG, letting it connect on the tower. The Witch is also a great support card since it can hit air and ground. The Minions, Skeletons and Barbarian Barrel are great cycle cards, and that is very important in this deck, but the Monk is arguably the most important card. He does high damage, which lets him deal with big units, but it's his ability that makes him special. It allows him to soak up damage, which is why you want to place him at the front of the push to protect your win condition and other units. In double elixir, place your Royal Giant at the back and cycle to another one. If you get 2 Royal Giants, it will be too much for your opponent and they will crumble. Number 2 is Electro Giant Beatdown. This deck is dominating Clash Royale and especially in mid-ladder. It's a great all-round deck that is so solid the defense of this deck is completely busted. The Bowler, Goblin Hut, Baby Dragon, Knight and Tornado are some of the best defenses in the game, and it will be impossible to break through them. For offense, you have the Electro Giant, which can defend, deal tower damage and counter defenses all on its own. Since this deck is heavy on elixir, play passive in double elixir, place the Electro Giant at the back to start a push. Then follow up with the Knight and Baby Dragon and have your spells ready for any defenses. It's an easy push to make and it will guarantee towers. And the best deck for 15,000 trophies is Skeleton Barrel Bait. The pros highly recommend this deck because of its versatility and consistency. The Rascals, Wall Breakers, Dart Goblin, and Skeleton Barrel are all spell bait, so keep spamming them at your opponent. The Rascals are a great damage dealer, so save them for big units. This deck also features the Vines, which can freeze defenses, allowing for more damage. In Double Elixir, keep spamming your cheap pressure cards and use the Vines to help break through. This deck can deal with any matchup, and it's so versatile, which is why I ranked it number 1. And that is the best 15 decks to reach 15,000 trophies. These decks are good, but if you want to know the best deck for your specific arena, click here. So see the best deck for every arena in Clash Royale. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you soon.